And now we kick off Super Bowl week from Honolulu, Hawaii, where many of the league's best players have been gathering for more than 3 decades for the AFC NFC Pro Bowl, today presented by McDonald's. A look into the AFC locker room, and there is Peyton Manning going over things with Cincinnati tight end Jermaine Gresham. And this is a family affair like the Super Bowl will be. There is Eli Manning of the Giants ready to come out onto the field on this 80-degree cloudy afternoon from the 17-yard line. You wish. And it's dropped by Peterson on the first play of the game, and it's picked up by Jairus Byrd, the defensive back for Buffalo, and then he loses the ball, and it's recovered by Champ Bailey. So of all things, Peterson on the handoff from Breeze.
And there's confusion.
Nobody knows who's supposed to cover him right now, and finally Tillman gets over there. It's 3rd down and goal. And he'll go to him, but the pass is broken up, so they try to hit J.J. Watt, and there's Charles Tillman. As Chris said, a little confusion at first, and Tillman went out there to cover him. The field goal unit, they'll just go for it from the 6-yard line on 4th down and goal. And Manning in the pocket, over the middle, throws, caught, touchdown. A.J. Green of the Cincinnati Bengals. Peterson with the fumble, the turnover, and then J. Joe, one of 9 Houston Texans selected for this game. It's 3rd down and 6, and Breeze guns one, and that is caught. And this time it is Kyle Rudolph, who AFC cashing in on a turnover to lead 7-0. And Breeze going deep and making the catch is Vincent Jackson for the touchdown. The longtime San Diego Charger went over to Tampa Bay, first year with the Bucks, 36 yards.
Attaboy, attaboy. Got it with J.J. Watt, who I don't think is going to be tweeting, because look at his hand. I mean, he's got blood spattered all over. What happened to you?
I'm not sure, but I know one thing. They can't say we don't play hard in this game, Hey, commish, we're playing hard.
You got in there on offense. We were told that if you got inside the 5, you'd go in there. What was the play? What happened? It was broken up, I know, by Charles Tillman.
Yeah, Peyton earlier in the week was giving me all different options, so I could slant, I could fade, and we saw the corner sitting off, so I slanted, and he made a great play on the ball, so hopefully they give me another shot.
Let's hope so. Now, in October...
All right, thank you, Michelle. So... I love the way he wants to make sure the commissioner saw that. After an 11-yard pass to Wayne for a 1st down, this pass is Johnson for a gain of 9, 2nd and 1. And
you've got a lot of friends, so it doesn't surprise me that you would know that.
Maybe 89 and maybe 80 and a half.
Right.
3rd down and 3 with the ball at the 47-yard line. And Manning throws, and that's going to be swatted away, knocked down by Patrick Peterson of the Arizona Cardinals on a pass intended for Reggie Wayne, 4th down.
And the decisions made by the quarterback at the line of scrimmage.
And Breeze sidesteps some pressure, and he's going to get caught from behind and taken down by Geno Atkins of the Cincinnati Bengals. His father is a former NFL defensive back, and in the Pro Bowl, you can do a lot of different things. So Jeff Saturday, who's playing for the NFC, is going to snap the ball for the AFC to Peyton Manning. Jeff has already announced he's going to retire. So this will be the last snap between Saturday and Manning, who, of course, played together all of those years in Indianapolis. Should be a clean exchange, don't you think?
Let's hope.
And it is, and it's a simple running play with Foster. And he doesn't go anywhere, but there it is, Jeff Saturday, one last snap with his great buddy Peyton Manning.
That's awesome. Now that's what the game should be about, and they played the play hard. Actually with a week off to get really healthy, I expect them to do some great things defensively.
And that pass over the middle is caught by Kyle Rudolph, the 6'6", 258-pound tight end out of Notre Dame. 2nd and 8. And Breeze will gun it for a 1st down and a lot more to Vincent Jackson, who scored the NFC touchdown earlier in the quarter.
White 5-6, ready.
3rd and 7.
You waiting? Wait, set.
And Breeze is going to get wrapped up and in the grasp of Cameron Wake of the Miami Dolphins for the sack. With us for the Pro Bowl, and we begin with a punt is Blair Walsh. Actually a field goal attempt, a 48-yard field goal attempt by Walsh, who kicked 10 of 50 or more this season, and the kick is good. So
how's the feel now that Sean's coming back? What's the talk?
I mean, obviously we're all excited to have him back. I know he's excited to be back. I know this offseason is going to be an interesting one, but look forward to catching up with him next week in New Orleans, and then getting started soon.
Follow football that much, and when he was told seriously by the Giants he made the Pro Bowl, that's exactly what he said. Manning throws into traffic and incomplete, intended for Owen Daniels, the tight end of the Houston Texans.
He's a flash player.
2nd and 8, and that's intercepted by Johnson. Speaking of the Kansas City Chiefs and one of their 6 guys, there he goes to the end zone. Touchdown. Helps get you into the Hall of Fame too.
Yep.
From the 27-yard line, Manning slings one to the outside, and that'll be caught by Victor Cruz, a man with whom he is relatively familiar. I bet you they have the music queued up if he gets into the end zone today from the 39. There he goes, maybe a little hula dance to the 28. 260, his defensive coordinator, Jack Del Rio, right there. And the handoff to Lynch, beast mode, and there he goes. Yep, it's the way he'd do it in the regular season. Marshawn Lynch.
Probably Cruz a little lucky there. He's playing in the Pro Bowl as well.
2nd and 3, and that pass is caught coming out of the slot, and let's see what he does. Here's Cruz. Well, we got the salsa.
Fred Cadelli, Drew Esikoff, they weren't going to miss that opportunity, were they?
We had a
but not Eli.
3rd and 15, his shot slings one, and that's going to be caught by Andre Johnson. So you got the 2 Texans hooking up here, and that should be enough for a first down, and is.
Enjoyed talking with him.
And ratcheted it down a little bit this year too, as Schaub off play fake goes deep, and it's tipped, and it's intercepted at the 1-yard line. William Moore comes up with the football. And we just talked about Moore and that hard hit, and Moore to the 28-yard line. It was Patrick Peterson back there covering with him. The back record as well. All you're talking about is Montana and Young and Brody. Tittle. Going deep is Manning, and getting open is Kyle Rudolph. And Rudolph, the tight end from the Vikings, to the 20-yard line. 3rd down and 10 as Manning with that patented shoulder shake throws, and it's incomplete. For Jackson. And we've got our first penalty of the game. Champ Bailey with the coverage.
And not a very enthusiastic flag either, almost apologetic. Champ Bailey didn't get his head around on the play. I think it's the reason he got the flag.
Yes, there are penalties in the Pro Bowl. Pass interference. Defense number 24. The ball is placed at the 1-yard line. First down.
So 1st and goal from the 1. And Lynch will work his way through traffic and into the end zone.
Don't you think that this Super Bowl is going to match up brilliantly? I mean, it just has the feel of possibly being one of those that you're going to remember for a long, long time.
Definitely does. That's a sack there. Adrian Peterson is now the running back here as he comes back into the game after that 57-yard punt by Colquitt. And Eli will throw it over the middle, and that's Kyle Rudolph. 4 catches for 120 from the 49-yard line. And this is Cruz. And he steps out after picking up a first down. 31. 298 passing, maybe more here. 3rd and 3, definitely more. Catch made by Fitzgerald, and Larry is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So now
and just use that big body, maybe Kyle Rudolph on the outside getting rebound position.
Got to do it quick as a fade, and it's Rudolph making the catch. Covered by the linebacker. Houston makes the catch in the back corner of the end zone as the clock runs out. 71 yards in 68 seconds. Extra point by Walsh takes us to the end of the first half. The NFC with touchdowns on its last 3 possessions. They're up 31-14 at the break. with the Toyota halftime show from New Orleans coming up after these messages from your NBC station. Peyton Manning starting. Now we have Schaub, and we will see Andrew Luck before long. As Schaub slings it to Demaryius Thomas.
And 80. Ready, hot.
And Schaub will throw that, and that's going to be intercepted at the 42-yard line. Picked off by Earl Thomas of the Seattle Seahawks.
You got me.
It's an exciting time in the National Football League. You got a guy like Wilson, who went to North Carolina State, and he was finished there, even though he could have gone back for another year, but he was thinking about playing baseball, so he winds up transferring to Wisconsin for a year, and then the Seahawks pick him third, and of course you've got Luck on the sideline there, the #1 overall pick. But Wilson wins the job, starts from opening day, and came very close to getting to the NFC Championship game, and here he hits Jason Witten.
I tell you, the young kids that are in the National Football League right now, 5 quarterbacks in the last 2 years making the Pro Bowl, it just unprecedented.
And as he does so often, Wilson knows how to escape that reverse pivot, then he throws into traffic, and it's caught for a touchdown by Doug Martin. One rookie to another.
Fran Tarkington.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is right there. J.J. Watt had Russell Wilson in his sights, and you just don't expect the quarterback to do this to you. You go to the upfield shoulder, he flips out the backside just like Fran Tarkington used to do in the day, and then at the tail end of the scramble throws a touchdown pass.
Yard line.
Hey, hot.
And Schaub will fire this one to Demaryius Thomas. And Thomas to the 44.
Hey, Billy. Hey, hot.
And of course, Andy Reid is the new head coach in Kansas City, and that pass is caught, and breaking away from 2 guys is Owen Daniels, so Schaub hitting his regular tight end for a first down.
Now you're not going to believe this.
3rd and 2. And it's caught over the middle for a first down, and taking it to the 4. They go to Matthew Slater of the New England Patriots, and Slater is a guy who gets here because he's a special teamer. But
Star, there's just no doubt about it. He's a star player.
3rd and goal, and plenty of protection for Schaub, who then throws, and that is caught for the touchdown by Josh Cribbs.
Wow, they gave it to
Hey,
him.
good series.
And again, there's no challenging, no replays, no reviews.
Wait, hold on.
There's a booth observer who has no jurisdiction over something like this.
You go to the ground to make a catch, you've got to hang on to it.
Well, he had possession going into the end zone.
I think you've got to hold it to the ground.
Crossing the goal line. He's across the goal line.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
And the extra point is good. We're not going to argue with it.
There you go. How'd that go?
Great.
Used to
As it turned out.
wake up every morning, go for a little swim in the ocean.
Well, why not?
Work late hours, part of the Crack of Noon Club, getting out of bed.
You betcha. Great spot, Leon Washington. And Leon down the sideline he goes. And the Seattle Seahawk takes the ball all the way to the 15-yard line.
Will not be a read option here, though. Mike McCarthy said I wouldn't do that to another man's quarterback.
And Wilson's going to sling away and throw it into the end zone to Larry Fitzgerald for the touchdown.
What else do we need to see from Russell Wilson?
Not a lot.
Overall, though, the effort's been great today, don't you think?
Yeah. You know, guys are definitely competing. You know, Peyton stood up and said some things, and guys took it personally. Let's go out.
Well, I think that Andrew Luck's jersey may have been too slick, too, on that one, because he fumbles on the first snap that he takes, and Gerald McCoy of the Buccaneers recovers for the NFC.
Gerard Mayo, who is over here at the Pro Bowl, had a chance to visit with Ray Lewis and really picked his brain about not playing the game, but how to be a leader, how to direct your defense. And so much of the Mike linebacker's responsibility in this league is to make the calls, make the adjustments on the field. and be that dynamic leader. It's so important.
3rd and goal. And Wilson throwing and reaching up and making the catch is Vincent Jackson for the touchdown. Comported themselves so well through the years, and there are your 3 finalists and 3 really good choices. And a little flip back and a fumble, and the NFC is going to wind up with it again. Chad Greenway. And we're going to go to Michelle.
Less than a minute to go, and you give up a Hail Mary pass for it. It could not happen. It just, all they had to do is make the tackle, and the game was going to, it was unbelievable.
Well, there's Watt on top of Wilson. But
that'll be the farthest he's run in a while.
Saints punter and holder here, and the kick is good.
Every once in a while.
I was going to say wishful thinking, but I'm not going to say that. 1st and 10, and the pass is caught just shy of the 50, and then this is Cribbs.
We got to get more special teams guys in here. Special teams guys have been playing like crazy here today. It ultimately was the offense that cost Lovie Smith his job.
3rd and goal, and turning around and making the catch is Green for the touchdown. Got away from Jennings and holds it in. The eternal kid.
Oh, here we go. Watch out. Oh, I wanted to see that. That's great.
And it's covered up by Thomas Deku of the Atlanta Falcons.
That's the trick kick right there. Watch all the stuff that Phil Dawson does on this one.
Surgery right after that game, and keep our eye, obviously, as will everybody in Washington, on that recovery as the pass is caught inside the 5, and that is Victor Cruz.
A lot of cash down the road. Not guaranteed contracts.
And the handoff goes to the up back, and that's Jerome Felton, the Minnesota fullback, taking it into the end zone.
I don't think Jerome had an end zone dance ready. Chuck Pagano, what a job.
It was really amazing when you think about it to come that far that fast, as the pass is caught on the run by A.J. Green for the touchdown. Green gets free down the sideline, and A.J. touchdown of the game, 49 yards here.
What a route. What do you do watching that game? Maybe they call Archie and Olivia and get a little advice.
And then, of course, the brother-in-law is Tom Crean, as Green makes that catch, and he's the head coach at Indiana, and they won again today. This will be on the phone in about 10 seconds.
Well, they can go on Twitter.
Right. And that's caught by Cribbs. And he's out of bounds at the 13.
Jeff Saturday, say goodbye to him, but boy, all the great plays, but also what he did with that collective bargaining agreement. I'm not sure it gets done without him.
3rd and 6. And that'll be picked off in the end zone. J.P. Paul, we were just talking about how he's played hard from start to finish.
And look at who he's throwing it to. J.J. Watt going against Jason Pierre-Paul. Look at this matchup. There we go. And JPP wins. I know a lot of families had a great time over here this weekend.
Who's that lining up as the tailback there? Sitton? Yeah.
Josh Sitton. There you go.
There you go. Those kids I once played tailback in the Pro Bowl. Well, that'll do it for this edition. 43rd NFC AFC Pro Bowl, and for what it's worth, the NFC now leads 22-21, and we go to Michelle.